Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Dr. Henley Lockwood's Philosophical Overthinker's late night show of philosophical overthinking.
Good evening, I'm Dr. Lockwood, Philosophical Overthinker, and today's topic I would like to discuss not judging a book by its cover. See, I think that mindset is irrational. Covers are important. It gives you a first impression of the book, and it leads to attraction to the book. If I see a book lying on the table without a cover, I'm not going to go near it. It might be witchcraft. So let's discuss what makes a good cover.
You know that Dr. Lockwood has a great point. Covers are important. I'm not talking about books because I don't really make videos on books, although Oh Look, Never Ending by Martin Bedford is coming soon if I can ever get over what Shiv did. I talk video games, and game covers and titles are important because it gives the idea of what the game is and what we're in for. When I look at Cabela's Dangerous Hunts, I can conclude that in this game I'm going to be in the wilderness shooting ferocious animals. With Dead Island, I can conclude that I'm going to be on a tropical island that's plagued with zombies. With Pets Cats 2, I can conclude that I just wasted my f***ing money. But now I look at Dreams, and I can't for the life of me figure out what this game is supposed to be about. Should I first look up a trailer or download a free demo before getting this game? No, that would be the rational thing to do. I hope it's like Portal. Dream starts out with a minute-long animation of what I think is childbirth, and then we have to pick a little imp that I'm going to call Pikmin. Pikmin acts as our cursor that we use by moving the controller, and after some exercises, a jack-in-the-box, and more childbirth, the Pikmin takes control of a cone and the cone starts platforming. Okay, getting a little closer to Portal. A light flies in front of me and buries itself into the ground, so we start to water it until a beanstalk spurts out. God, playing this game feels like an LSD trip right now. After a few minutes of hearing the woman's voiceover about creativity, I figure out that I'm not playing a puzzle or a platformer. Damn it. Dreams is a game where you can create music, animation, or even your own games. And that's pretty cool. It's when the game was trying to teach me to do all of this that it lost me. There's so many inputs, and interacting with these objects is a mess of buttons, and the woman's voiceover was really getting on my nerves, so you know, I'd say it is closer to Portal because of the annoying computer voice in the beginning. I was able to build these two houses connected by a bridge, and I feel pretty good about it, but it's also here where I realized that I reached my maximum creating potential. I have an issue with all of this being on a controller, and I had the same problem with Super Mario Maker 2. I say Dreams would be an easier game to play if I could play it on the mouse and keyboard. Will hooking up a mouse to the PS4 do anything? Damn it. This whole create whatever you want atmosphere that games like Minecraft and Dreams try to encourage are admirable, but they don't compare to a game I believe is truly limitless in your creating abilities. Garry's Mod. Now in this part of the video I scripted a tangent about Garry's Mod, but when I went to get video game footage the game kept crashing. Doing some shoddy research led me to conclude that my Mac computer doesn't support Garry's Mod anymore, so when I tried to work around by using an older version of Garry's Mod, it crashed even harder and took my computer with it. Garry's Mod is a massive sandbox game that had a website where you'd be able to download add-ons made by people and mess around with them. The game truly was a do anything you want place, and damn it, I wish I could play it to show you what I mean. The point is that Garry's Mod worked perfectly on a mouse and keyboard, but oh god, the thought of trying to do all this on a controller terrifies me. I feel like I'd be more comfortable working with all this on the computer, but that's just me. Let's see what other people were able to do on Dreams. And my golly, people are really impressing me. I mean, look at this. It really is hard for me to imagine that someone went from this to creating this. Honestly, round of applause to all these folk. Now the games aren't the most complex, but that isn't a bad thing. The simplest concept can provide a ton of entertainment. Now even though I say that, not everything here is gold. Just Puzzle is a game where you have to bounce to the goal by rotating the character, and I spent 10 minutes stuck on the second level. Southpaw Cooking has a cook take a phone call and you need to control his left hand to prepare a meal. It's like Surgeon Simulator but with a broken wrist. But the game does have a lot of good stuff. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but I'll just run through my favorites. Ball World adventures as you control a ball and try to get from one end of the obstacle course to the other, and it's a lot of stress between points A and B. A Little Perspective has the same idea of getting a shape to the end goal, but this time it's a cube, and to get it to the end goal you have to shift your perspective to make new paths, and god, this is such a cool concept. I love this one. Alpine Dream Snowboarding was a lot of fun for nostalgic reasons, as it reminded me of when I used to play 1080 snowboarding on the 64. Now I would love to sit down and share a Kit Kat bar with whoever made the first person adventure Opposite Day 2. I mean, the game starts by telling you to go through the orange door, but the door says blue and the blue door says orange. It's got a good sense of humor as you'll enter a shoe store that only sells a singular shoe because it's a shoe store as it's in singular, don't you get it? But my absolute favorite game in here has to be Tectonic, a racing game. Didn't you get burnout while playing Need for Speed? Yes, but this is different. See, I was just going to knock out a single race, but once I started the second lap, I got an earthquake warning, and then everything started falling apart, and it looks so good, and when you finish the race, amidst all the mayhem, a tsunami shows up and destroys everything. Again, all this started from here. I guess the dream creator is like a kitchen. Send in a chef that knows what they're doing, and they'll pop up a beautiful and delicious meal. But put someone who doesn't know what they're doing, and well, this is how I make my omelets. What's even more crazy to me is that the unofficial fan-made Avatar game that looks amazing is being made on Dreams. So all I can say about Dreams is you get what you can out of this thing. If you can figure out the creating, go nuts, but for me, I found a nice little bundle of bite-sized games. I like it. Now I gotta go. Dr. Lockwood is back on.
Good evening, it's Dr. Lockwood, and for today's topic, we're going to discuss the relationship between religion and Mario Party 7. Sorry folks, looks like we're going to have to cut the show short today. My producer just informed me that the studio is being attacked by bees.